Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Views, and today we're going to review an Air Max 95. As you can see in the back, we've got the Air Max 95 Beetroot. I love this colorway. Kind of takes me back to the standard colorway that kind of everyone knows with the Air Max 95s with the Volt and the green colorings. So the grey is kind of similar to this, and it's just a bit, just been amended slightly just to kind of add that beetroot color, and I really like it, and people went crazy over these. So let's take a look at them closer. So yes, the Air Max 95 Beetroot. As I said, people have gone crazy over these. I love the colorway. I haven't had a pair of Air Max 95s probably for about 10 years now. But these, I love them. Love getting them into my collection. And love to kind of, just love what they've done with these the materials, kind of keeping it back to basics. And I like that. I think a lot of Air Max 95s that came out haven't really been the best colorways. And that's probably why they haven't sold too well. And people aren't as excited about them. But these people are really, really excited. So we'll get into them closer. But before we do, today I will talk to you about a detailed design, colorways we just touched on the name, pricing, comfort, if there's any resale on these, and of course my favorite part, the on-feet review at the end. So let's get into these. So here we have it, the Air Max 95 Beetroot. So as I said, kind of you go back to the basics with this, the standard kind of Air Max 95 silhouette. You've got the gradiented upper here, so it goes from a darker grey all the way through to a lighter grey, almost a beige at the top. In kind of a nubucky material, bit softer than nubuck, but that sort of material. As you go through to the front and the toe box, you have nubuck material again in black this time, and that goes through the sides and all the way through the toe box itself. The majority of the toe box and the side of the upper is a white mesh material, which I really, really like, and it gives it an airing as well. And as we go through to the lacelets as well, they are a mesh material in black. And along the actual lacelets themselves, it's that beetroot color, which is very, very cool. The tongue is almost a padded neoprene type in white, and you've got the Air Max logo there with the beetroot colorings, which is very, very cool. That standard, the Air Max logo there, is what we see on all 95s. And as if we go through to the back, you've got that grey reflective strip with the Nike Air in the beetroot coloring. So very, very cool. I mean, the sneaker is, like I said, it's a standard Air Max 95 silhouette. One bit I did actually forget to mention is again the reflective strip along the top of through the middle of the tongue there, as you can just see it. Very, very cool silhouette, very, very cool color. I really, really like it. It's kind of brought the Air Max 95 back in my opinion in terms of kind of, I wasn't a big fan of the colors they had recently, but this is really, really cool. And as you go kind of through to the midsole, you've got a whole black midsole, and then throughout that you've got the air bubble, and as you can see in the air bubble just inside, you can see the purpley beetroot color there. So very, very cool. Another cool thing with Air Max 95s is if I flip it over, you can see there the detail and design. So it's not just a rubber sole, you've actually got a bit of a plastic material there, and it's again in that purple beetroot color, and it just gives it something else. It's not a basic sneaker, it just gives it something else and just a bit more to the design, which I think is cool. One final point for me is the laces. So laces are pretty much white laces, but they have this kind of reflectively look as you kind of change the light. So I just think it's something cool, and that's something that you do get on 95s. You get those rounded laces. So I mean, that's a sneaker. Sneaker's very, very cool. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you think on these. Let me know, do you like 95s? Do you prefer 97s? What is it? What's your thoughts here? What's your favorite colorway? But in terms of comfort, these are very, very comfortable. I mean, one of the most comfortable Air Maxes out there in my opinion. I think they're very, very comfortable. They're not too chunky, so comfort is there. Sizing, standard sizing, I wouldn't change. So kind of your standard night sizing is fine for these. You don't need to size up or size down. In terms of retail price, so I think they've gone up a little bit on the retail price on these. They've gone up to £169.95, or basically £170. And people were selling these about £220, but right at the beginning. However, as we know, a lot of retailers these days drop late or drop afterwards, or we get restocks, and after that the market has kind of dropped, and we're looking at about the 180, 190 mark on the market right now. So it does change quite drastically. I think once restocks stop, these will start to get back up up and up the chart again. And if you're a reseller or you're looking to hold on to sell later, you're probably looking above that 200 mark, but it's going to be a little bit of time before that does happen. But in terms of the whole silhouette and the colorway, I really, really love it. One of my favorite 95 colorways, if I'm honest with you. There's a similar colorway a few years back where instead of being kind of a beetroot gradient, it was a red gradient. I really, really liked it. So it was kind of a dark red into lighter red. And that was very, very cool, but very, very similar to this. So I'd love to get my hands on those again. But without further ado, let's go check out the on-foot review. Let's see these. So there we have it. That is the Air Max 95 Beetroot. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment in the comments box. Like the video if you did like the content. And of course, please do subscribe. It really does go a long way. And I appreciate the support as ever. But for now, take care.